his career as a lawyer and advocate. That's it. He's not a Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci practiced law. He got a PhD in law. He practiced law. This man is not qualified to be in a position to tell us if we need to take a vaccine. And the last thing I want to week, and it's another week of chaos. I mean, what can we do? What can we do besides express our concerns, use our voice, reach out to our congressman and women in regards to the total chaos and destruction that's taking place? So I just have to say that the leopards are continuing to eat MAGA's face. The leopards are continuing to eat our faces as well. I take that back, not my face, because I voted the right way. I voted for a person in Kamala Harris and Tim Walz that was not going to destroy our country, ruin people's lives, and also ruin our relationship with alliances, with Canada, with Mexico, with Europe, with France, with any country that we have an alliance with. Right now, we are having that. I mean, it's just total chaos. They are doing Project 2025. The Trump administration and everyone that said that they did not know anything about Project 2025, that's what they're performing. And that's what they're doing. This is Agenda 47 2.0, Project 2025. We have unelected bureaucrats running the country. Just like Elon Musk's son said, X. What did he tell Trump? I want you to shut your mouth. You're not the president, or something in that area. And did we hear a curse word with the little kid? Now, I have two boys, two amazing, handsome, very well respected, educated young men. My oldest son, he's an adult now. Never once has he told another adult to shut their mouth. So, because we don't talk like that in our household. My wife and my 8-year-old, he doesn't tell us to shut our mouths because he respects his elders. You know, when you're raising a child, if you have children, if you don't have children, and you're going to have children, you train your child into which you see them to go, right? So what you saw with little X, that's, you know, really, honestly, with a 4-year-old, they emulate their parents. They, you know, that's who they idolize to a certain aspect. So they kind of repeat some of the things that the parents say. That's why it's so important that as parents, when you're communicating in front of your child, especially when you're arguing, you're just trying to make sure that you are not going above and beyond using curse words or talking negatively back and forth to each other. My wife and I, we do a great job. Whenever we have a disagreement, we are not arguing in front of our child. Now, of course, you know, we're not perfect. So sometimes there might be a time where we have a disagreement in front of our children to where they may see it, or we just say, hey, plug your ears. But little X is learning something that is not good. Also with his daddy, the fascist galore, you know, him just allowing his son, for one, my child wouldn't be in the Oval Office if I was there with the president, but I wouldn't be with Donald Trump because he wouldn't have me. I don't look right for him. But I wouldn't have my child in there, but we already know that that is a ploy, and that is just to shade away from the nonsense that Elon Musk was talking about. He talked about bureaucracy and bureaucrats, which he is one. He spent over $200 million in Trump's campaign, giving people $1 million if they would register to vote or something like that. And trust me, none of those people that received $1 million look like me. So we already know where that's heading at. We already see what is dismantling our government. But there are also some issues that we are starting to see now when it comes to farmers now speaking out in regards to the issues that they're having with their farms and them maybe losing their businesses because of the Biden administration's grants that they were providing as a pool of farmers. There was a grant that they were providing for these farmers to be able to have, you know, make wells and water pipes and things like that, to where now they are regretting their vote. But did you not forget back in 2017 when Trump added trade wars with China and other countries to where it affected farmers and we had to bail them out with our tax dollars? Did we not forget that? And you were the one to think that he was really going to be for you in 2025. I can't feel bad for you. I cannot. I feel bad for the thousands of employees that are losing their jobs that they've had for years in our government that has made our government run. You see, the issue is that people were misled and misinformed by Elon Musk. And what happened is that they voted against their own will. And I'm going to keep saying this because it's damaging and affecting many people. They voted against their own will. And now some of those people are getting laid off without pay, or they say they're going to give them a severance package, which some people are saying that they're not getting. This is what the people voted for. If you voted for Trump, anybody who voted for Trump and you have been affected, it's your fault because you should have seen this coming. But see, people vote off of their emotions. And honestly, it is not because of the economy. It's because of the racism. It's because they didn't like people of color, people who come from Mexico, or people like me, that they voted for Donald Trump because of what he said. People that voted for Donald Trump that are Puerto Rican when during the campaign in New York where they were calling Puerto Rico trash. If you're Puerto Rican and you voted for Trump and you allowed him to call your country trash, woo-wee, not me. Those black conservatives who bow down to Trump's feet and sing praises to Trump. How are you feeling now that Donald Trump, as well as Elon Musk, is putting things in place to remove us? How do you feel about that? I'm not feeling good because my child's rights have gotten weakened because of this administration. My child is old enough to get a job and he fills out his application to go and try to get a nice paying job. And they look at his resume, which may be very good because mine was good too when I was his age. Well, excuse me, not his age, but my resume was tight. And they take that resume and they overlook him to hire somebody that's white with less experience only because they're white. You can't file affirmative action lawsuit on that or anything. How about all these companies that are being told that they have to reform they have to remove DEI, which is actually the new name for black, just like woke was black. You know, back in the Reagan era, it was welfare queen. That was for black people, supposedly, where people are being affected that are white, people that are being affected that are Asian, and other colors that are being affected as well. What's up? I mean, my black people, my black Sambos, where are y'all at now? Where are y'all still praising this? Because if you're still praising this, you are no worse than the house Negro back during slavery times. Yes, sir, massa. Yes, sir, massa. Hey, massa, let me clean your shoes off before you go out there and tell my kind to hurry up and pick that cotton. Bullshit. Y'all are clowns. If you're watching this video, I watched the video. Okay, let me say this. If you're watching this video and you are okay with everything being done as a black person, you can go ahead and exit because this ain't for you. This is not for you. I was watching this video, YouTube video last night. And this dude, this black dude, he was saying Democrats are sad or something like that. And I just had to, I mean, he hasn't responded. I hope he does. But I just went on there and said, first and foremost, you got it all wrong. Democrats are not crying because of what's taking place with Elon Musk, because he has not shown or done anything to impress me or to say, you know what, that guy, Elon is right. He's right. No, he has not. This dude did not come back on it. And I was like, and also, he talked about the really the lies of what has been reported from Doge and their findings. He talked about that. And I was like, dude, where is it at? I said, now, did we not just find out that Elon is going to get $400 million contract, military contract for them ugly ass Cybertrucks? Them Cybertrucks are terrible. And I hate to say it, I can't stand it when my son say he loves those Cybertrucks. Oh, I see a Cybertruck, Daddy. So what?
Cat Burns. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman with Nermeen Sheikh.
Dropsite News has revealed that procurement plans from the State Department include some $400 million to buy new Tesla armored Cybertrucks. This comes as Tesla owner and the world's richest man, Elon Musk, is already one of the biggest beneficiaries of U.S. government contracts and is now also the head of the newly created Department of Government Efficiency, tasked with slashing the federal budget and firing thousands. On Wednesday, the newly created House DOGE subcommittee held its first meeting, chaired by Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene. Elon Musk did not testify as Democrats blasted Republicans for giving him free rein to dismantle government agencies. This is Democratic Congressmember Robert Garcia.
This entire plan is about hurting the American social safety net and destroying our institutions. And it's important that we actually call out what is happening at this subcommittee. This is not about working with the richest man on the planet. This is actually about empowering. This committee wants to empower the richest person in the world to hurt people so they can take all of this money that they so-called want to save and then give it to themselves, their companies, and their billionaire friends.
Can't stand it. But, hey, he's a kid. He doesn't know any better. He don't know the things that are going on right now that has taken away his rights and the things that Republicans are trying to do to send black people back in their place, which is not going to happen. He doesn't know any better. So he just likes the truck. He likes how it looks. Them things are ugly. And there's been many issues with those Cybertrucks, too. There's been many issues with those Cybertrucks. So I got to show the shirt, too. Let me show the shirt. My wife made this. Just listen. And it's got podcast at the bottom. Anyways, I'm off of my rant. But, yeah, Elon Musk is getting $400 million contract for Cybertrucks. For Cybertrucks, things are terrible looking. They're ugly. They take up a lot of space. They can't even ride through snow. And there's a $400 million contract that Elon Musk is getting of our tax dollars, of your and my tax dollars, people. We cannot sit by. This is our tax dollars going to the man that is already the richest man in the world, getting extra, where he's cutting funding. He's having people being terminated. And they're going to be out of a job and, they don't know where their next paycheck's going to come because the unemployment percentage is going to increase. The jobs report for January were like almost 100,000 less in comparison to what it was in 2023 and 2023, because we're still in 2025. Damn. We're in February of 2025 and all this stuff is going down. Eric Adams, quid pro quo. Say that really fast. And Pam Bondi, I mean, really, honestly, when you think about it, there is a weaponization of the government. And it wasn't by the Biden administration. It's by this current administration. But yes, we got Elon Musk receiving $400 million or going to be getting $400 million of government contracts. Yet he's cutting all these other contracts or he's cutting all these other governmental programs. I wonder how much Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, and I don't even know the Google guy's name, but I wonder how much they're going to be getting paid. I wonder how much. We are in deadly times. We are in very troubling times, people. And I'm going to keep saying it. As a black man, for my black people, for my people of color out there, they are trying to target not only the immigrants, they are targeting us as well. And best believe, if they dismantle the Department of Education, the Republican Party thinks and feels that it's going to just affect the people of color. and the poor white people. Case in point, we gonna be all right. We gonna be straight because my wife and I, we're very intelligent people. We love to learn, especially other cultures and history and everything else. We gonna be all right. But for some of those people out there, I don't know what y'all gonna be. I don't know what y'all gonna be. I appreciate you guys hanging tight with the video. I got one more thing to talk about. And also subscribe to the channel. This my YouTube channel. There's gonna be educational information, and there's information in regards to, you know, this now dictatorship that's going on in this country. There's an issue that's been happening and it's been spreading. It's the measles. I heard about tuberculosis spreading as well in Kansas and some other areas. But we have Robert F. Kennedy going to be head of the Human Health Services. That has, I mean, I had to do some research on it, even if RFK is a doctor or if he has a PhD or has practice. And this guy doesn't. This guy doesn't have any kind of background in regards to health and human services. So I'm trying to figure out why did he get the position, but we all know it's part of Project 2025. So we're going to go over to my screen over here. And it says Robert's educational background includes 3 different degrees. Where are any of them in the medical field? So if we scroll down here, have you ever found yourself wondering, is RFK Jr. a doctor? If so, you aren't alone. Robert F. Kennedy has been a central figure in public discussion about vaccines, government health policies, and medical regulations for much of his political career. And this is from distractify.com. His outspoken views on these issues have led many to question whether he's even has an educational background in his medicine. And I'm jacking up right now. I'm tired and I'm trying to read this stuff. Interest in Robert F. K's credentials spiked by President Donald Trump's nominated him to serve as United States Secretary of Health and Human Services in November 2024. Given the role's influence over public health policies, vaccine programs, and medical research, many people wanted to know whether he had the necessary medical or scientific expertise. So let's see. Does he have the medical expertise? Per Wikipedia, which I love Wikipedia source, per Wikipedia, Robert did not attend medical school or train as a healthcare professional. Instead, he earned a bachelor's degree from Harvard University, followed by a Juris Doctor from the University of Virginia School of Law, and a Master's of Law from Pace University. His studies focused on law, not medicine or public health. Not medicine or public health. And now he's part of the Health and Human Services. You know, becoming a doctor does require a lot. Becoming a doctor requires years of medical school, clinical training, and licensing exams. Robert never went through this process. His expertise is in environmental law and policy, which shaped his career as a lawyer and advocate. That's it. He's not a Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci practiced law. He got a PhD in law. He practiced law. This man is not qualified to be in a position to tell us if we need to take a vaccine. And the last thing I want to touch on with that is that there is an outbreak of measles going on. There is an outbreak of measles going on, according to MSN.com, and this was reported just yesterday. Texas battles growing measles outbreak as cases hit 48. I'm gonna land my plane here, but yeah, you guys go ahead and subscribe to this channel too. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. There have been 48 confirmed cases now. 48 confirmed cases, more than 3 times higher than previously reported in its South Plains region. Says that 13 individuals has been hospitalized due to severe symptoms. All confirmed cases involve individuals who were either unvaccinated or whose vaccination status was unknown or is unknown, according to the Texas Department of Health and Services. Texas Department of State Health Services. Trust me, y'all, I can read pretty good, but like I said, I'm jacking it up today. But anyways, a breakdown of measles shows 13 individuals 4 or younger with the infection. 29 cases are between 5 and 17 years old. The remainder are adults. And these are people that haven't been, they don't show any vaccination records. So what can we say about that? I mean, if there's no vaccination record when it comes to these children and some of these adults, they might be anti-vaxxers. I don't know. But that's still alarming for any child or any person to get measles that measles was so long ago, because we actually have vaccines in place to help us defeat that issue, to curb that issue. Here we are. RFK Jr., Health and Human Services Department. Head. Lord help us. Yo, I'm landing my plane. Check it out. I'm going to be talking about dictators in an upcoming video, but make sure you guys check out that Donald Trump and Elon Musk is burning this country to the ground. Check that video out as well. Like I said, hey, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm not going to be quiet. I appreciate you hanging tight with me. If you made it to the end of this video, go ahead and post in the comment section what you think. Hit the like and subscribe button. It helps out a lot. And like I said, I'm not going anywhere. Peace and love.